Kevin Tracker frenzies. After his child uncovered him for demolishing Wendy Williams, we are mindful of the huge job Sharina Hudson had in Wendy Williams' life and marriage. However, maybe the breakdown of her relationship with Kevin Tracker was not completely because of his betrayal. Because of the association of Kevin Jr., Wendy, and Kevin's child, we're on one more excursion in this thrill ride show. Since he's a relative, as well as in light of the fact that he has a flavorful data to spill about his dad and how he involved Wendy Williams as a pawn, this tea just is by all accounts turning out to be really fascinating. Similarly, as we were accepting everything was finished, the subtleties Kevin Jr. uncovered are making Tracker alarm. And could he be going to jail? All things considered, we should figure it out. Kevin recently lost the claim he brought against Wendy Williams. However, this story may not be finished at this point. Kevin Jr. recently came out guaranteeing that Tracker was liable for his mom's dependence and that this is the way he controlled her. Individuals would almost certainly trust Kevin Jr.'s record of occasions, since he was there and probably seen a large number of them when Kevin was all the while dating Wendy. As of now, he guarantees that Kevin deceived Wendy Williams. Assuming he really had total control over her previously, he probably accepted that he could keep on doing as such as of recently, so this isn't shocking information. It very well may be one of the intentions behind Kevin's enthusiastic longing to persuade Wendy to give him cash. For what other reason could he have controlled her previously? As Wendy has the cash and he has none, it makes sense that cash is an element. Indeed, even previously, many individuals have proactively spoken about this, and various reports were flowing with respect to a similar issue. As per one source, prior to taking Wendy's telephone and controlling her, Kevin probably conditioned her. Along these lines, she has no companions, and she seldom speaks with her loved ones. As per the source, he is unreliable and controls everything. Thus, he just knows how to spend Wendy's cash on himself and his escort, Sharina. I bet Kevin was unnerved that Wendy could awaken one day not having any desire to pay him any cash. Since Sharina had previously petitioned for legal separation, Kevin should likewise have left her. Being withdrawn from her loved ones consistently probably been truly challenging for her, particularly when she was fighting disease and liquor abuse, since she coming up short on dependable, encouraging group of people to help her through those difficult times. Presently, Kevin Jr. has guarded his mom and said that Kevin Sr. has been sincerely mishandling Wendy for quite a while. That is not all, as Kevin Jr. additionally referenced how Wendy would confront strain from Kevin to exhaust, seriously endangering her actual well-being. He is just keen on Wendy's expanded abundance for his own benefit, as his paramour requires a great deal of upkeep. At the point when Wendy quit paying them support, Sharina thought she had become super wealthy, yet they would soon both fail. Kevin Jr. guaranteed that his dad was engaged with this also. Recall the time Wendy revealed her liquor addiction on her show. She said that Kevin was the main individual who knew about her admission to a therapy clinic. So let's not mince words. In spite of monitoring what was seeming obvious her, he never really helped her in beating these difficulties. This is reasonable given Wendy's weakness in that particular situation, where you could without much of a stretch grasp her and hold on to control of her funds. She could keep him from taking from her, so maybe he doesn't need her sober. So maybe this makes sense of why Wendy persevered through Kevin's infidelity for such a long time despite the fact that she knew about it. Starting from the start of the 15-year undertaking, she knew about that. As well as having Kevin terminated as a maker on the Wendy Williams show, she likewise petitioned for legal separation. Around then, individuals said, at long last, she did it. Yet she slid descending because of the separation, since she isn't yet completely recuperated but making progress toward recuperation. At the point when she discovered that Sharina was expecting, she even encountered a backslide. Again, Kevin should have likely taken advantage of the opportunity to convince Wendy to give him month-to-month support. I bet Kevin and Sharina were excited at the possibility of not attempting to keep up with their little family since they realized that cash would be adequate, or perhaps abundance. They severely abused Wendy, yet presently their recompense are being served to them by karma. Since Kevin has sent off a claim against Wendy, Kevin Jr. feels that his dad's side is attempting to control Wendy once more. He probably been irritated to discover that Wendy required a monetary gatekeeper due to a bank issue. She should have been in the best condition to deal with cash. He truly accepted that he would be able yet figure out how to stay away from this. Be that as it may, Wendy was the sole recipient of the appointed authority's choice, which was made. Obviously, this won't stop anytime soon. Yet basically, we can watch Kevin progressively become his very own casualty trickery. We haven't seen Wendy on TV in seemingly forever. This is on the grounds that she was all the while recuperating, notwithstanding reports that she had left the health center and was currently progressively getting to the next level. Despite the fact that Wendy Williams' show was at that point dropped since she couldn't film for it for a lot of time, it is as yet playing out brilliantly for her. The show's retraction of her agreement allows her the opportunity to stop paying Kevin divorce settlement. Normally, Kevin and Sharina, his escort, were not satisfied and before long documented a claim, charging Wendy had broken their agreement. In spite of the fact that Sharina is presently Kevin's accomplice, she will be for an all-time recognized as a courtesan marriage and a day-to-day existence. It would be so straightforward for him to drop this case and let Wendy be for all time on the off chance that he weren't hoping to rapidly get rich. Yet he's continually something else concocting plans to dispose of her so he can keep on requesting cash from her and keep Sharina with her. He should currently be worried about the possibility that Sharina might leave him assuming he can't fulfill her cravings. He even attempted to eliminate a hatchet to show his wreck. Despite the fact that clearly Kevin Tracker has proactively lost this case, do you accept he could yield overcome? Remark beneath. Wendy had the option to uncover all that she had some awareness of Kevin and Sharina in light of the fact that she probably closed after the separation that she was at this point not heavily influenced by Kevin. She regularly talked about them and how they had bamboozled her, as she ought to have done. But since Kevin and Sharina couldn't care less about having their names called, they keep on squeezing Wendy to pay them more cash. They should know at this point that conditions have changed, and various people are constraining Wendy to find a sense of peace with how Kevin treated her. Presently, all she feels is outrage for them. She's so expectation on further developing that we don't hear a lot about her any longer. She needs to get away from them as fast as could be expected. She is at present truly dedicated to refocusing and has at long last had the option to see her impact and power. In the event that Kevin had not recently controlled her and given her the assistance she expected to beat her hardships, Wendy probably won't have even permitted the treachery and unfaithfulness to happen.